New at 6, the lawyer for a convicted killer who was murdered in his cell 2 months ago says prison officials could have prevented his death.
Japanese national Raita Fukusaku had been complaining he was in danger for more than 5 years. Daryl Huff reports.
After 25 years in custody, Raita Fukusaku was brought back here to Halava prison in 2019 because of his advancing cancer. His attorney says he almost immediately began warning prison officials that he was in trouble with the gangs.
There was no reason for Mr. Fukusaku to have been murdered when he's telling them specifically, I'm under threat, I'm vulnerable, I am injured, I'm suffering from cancer, I can't protect myself, I'm in the medical unit twice a day, and yet he got murdered.
Raita Fukusaku was convicted in the killings of Japanese psychic Kototomi Fujita and her son Goro in 1994. He claimed he didn't pull the trigger, but did hide evidence under pressure from Japanese gangsters, a story he repeated to the parole board in 2013.
My mistake of my whole life. Every single day, I think about them.
Because of his cancer, Fukusaku walked twice a day to the Halava medical unit, which made him an ideal candidate to transport drugs.
He was free to move around the facility compared to most inmates.
Fukusaku's longtime attorney, Miles Briner, showed us Fukusaku's grievances going back to 2019 about the pressure to be a drug mule. In 2021, he wrote, "Gang investigator, help me." He asked that he or the gang members be moved to other units.
They sat on his grievances, step 1, step 2, step 3, for over 5 years.
Late last year, Briner wrote a letter to the Department of Public Safety that said Mr. Fukusaku is of the information and belief that he has been targeted for assassination by gang members. 2 months ago, on October 14th, Fukusaku was stabbed to death in his cell. Officials said he died of wounds to the head and neck. Fukusaku was 59, unlikely ever to leave prison, and dying of cancer, a life not worth much in a lawsuit, but Briner is still building a case.
What do you hope to achieve by all this work?
Vindication. There may be no money at the end of the day. That's not the issue. The issue is that my client did not need to die.
Prison officials said the death is still under investigation and did not say if they have identified suspects and did not respond to questions about whether they could have prevented Fukusaku's death. Although some might say the right to Fukusaku met a just end, in the end, as with many prison killings, taxpayers end up paying the price. Reporting from Halava Prison, Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.